Hello and welcome to day 66 on the Pacific Crest Trail. Today had all kinds of ups and downs, just like the hike in which we went up and then we went down. We started at about 6 a.m. and it was a lovely, lovely trail today, as with the Sierras in general. I kind of got the zoomies probably about 20 minutes in because even though Far Out hasn't been working for me, today I had a pretty good idea of where I was going and where I was turning off, because it was only about 2 miles till the turn off anyway and there were signs everywhere. So I just sped up the mountain and waited for everyone else for about 45 minutes whilst drying out my quilt just before we got to the top of the ascent. I really enjoyed the views today. I love it when you go up a mountain and gradually the trees start to thin out, and then there was a bit at the top where it was kind of just rocky and treey and just lovely, and then come out onto this big old open view with mountains everywhere and lakes in the middle. Just lovely, lovely stuff. I very much enjoyed zooming. It's been a while since I felt able to do that with Far Out not working and trying to stick together in the Sierras, so it was nice to kind of go at my own pace. Just kind of freeing. I almost felt like I was flying at points, just like flying away. Good times. So I waited for the others, they caught up, and then after a little bit of time, we carried on. We went over the top, we went down, and then we came across a lake wherein Cannonball and I continued on down the trail to sort out hotels, and just because we wanted to get some admin done, whereas the others stayed behind to swim in the lake, which was lovely for them and good for us too. Like, everyone got what they wanted, so it was nice. We did have to wait about an hour for a hitch, which was a bit sad, but just because all of the day hikers were going up the mountain, so we would have had to wait for a while for them to come back down. But luckily there was someone who was giving rides, just like kind of going back and forth, so really grateful to him. So that got us into Independence, and then we had about a 10-15 minute wait for a hitch into Bishop, where we had a fun ride with Mabel, the dog, in a Sprinter van. So that was really nice. Change of scene, and got to ride in a Sprinter van, which was fun. We got into town probably about 2 p.m, I think it was, where Cannonball and I picked up some stuff. So I got some new socks and some other small bits just for repairs. We got to our motel, I uploaded all of the YouTube videos, and then planned the next few days with Cannonball whilst waiting for the others. We eventually ended up going to resupply with them once they'd arrived at about 6 p.m. In the same two places as a week ago, which was lovely again, but the selection was even better this time. So good resupply this time around. Looking forward to the food that I've got. And therein began the drama, where we still needed to get our laundry sorted. It closed at 10, which meant that we needed to get our laundry in by 9, and we needed to leave the grocery stores by about 8 p.m, which led to a mad dash of everyone just kind of walking, trying to get back to a hotel in time, because Cannonball was the only one with a key, so they had to kind of intercept her to get the key to then go back to the motel to get their laundry. So a lot of logistical fun, and a little bit of panic, just running around trying to sort it all. I had a good time. I even said to Birdsong that it was kind of like a similar adrenaline rush to walking through a cold river, so it was a good time. But then people got gradually more stressed as we realised how late it was. It was about 9:30 in the laundromat, and we realised that it was going to take us about 9 hours to complete tomorrow's hike, and it was going to be really difficult to get a hitch into town at that time. And then we also realised that the original plan involved going over a snowy pass that gets sketchy around 9 a.m, but we'd be getting there in the afternoon. So after a bit of a rethink, a bit of a breather, we just kind of agreed that we'd be leaving in the afternoon tomorrow and just have a shorter day tomorrow. So kind of just add kind of half a day of hiking to the original plan. And it was at that point that Scales and I realised that, because we'd shared a load of washing in the laundromat, that we hadn't actually started our washing. So and this was at 9:30, so I stayed behind while the others got all their dry clothes back, got back to the motel. I got all the washing finally, headed back. They were watching Princess Diaries 2, and we all just, sorted out all our food, got it all in the bear cans. I repaired my tent guy line because that had actually snapped a day or so ago, so that's good that that's done. I think I've got all the admin done now. And we had a late night of fun. I had a nice big dinner, 2 things that I could microwave, which was a treat. And so tomorrow should be fairly chill now. Just a short hike in the afternoon up Kearsarge Pass. And then I think we're going to camp in the lakes that you could see from the bottom of that lovely, lovely view, somewhere around there. And then a similarly short day the next day before the bigger days come along. So looking forward to that. Glad that we've got everything sorted in a nice and relaxed way now. Bring on tomorrow, and I will see you there.